Thami Kwazi, the lifestyle editor at the Citizen newspaper, and today we are reviewing the new Mercedes Benz 2023 C200. When I first got this, I thought to myself, this is going to be a gas guzzler. It has not been a gas guzzler. I've been driving almost a week, every single night, every single day, and I just reached under a half tank today, which is pretty good for a luxury sedan that has also got a sport mode. Yesterday, the whole day, I had used the sport mode and the petrol hardly moved at all. So this part of the car is one of the advantages and a reason to actually own it, especially in a country where fuel is so high in cost. So the feel of the car is really, really smooth. Then again, what would you expect from Mercedes Benz? These are the kinds of cars that are made for smoothness, and you can feel all of that in the price tag. With this interior, they've gone for a red and very sporty look. I absolutely love this. I keep saying I absolutely love this, but I can't help it. I've got a nice red seat here, very bucket seat, very sporty, very comfortable, and leather. And the other thing is the ambient lighting. With the ambient lighting, if we go here, you can look at the settings. You're not stuck to one kind. You've got multicolor and you've got monochrome. So depending on where you want it, I like the multicolor. As your music plays or as you drive, it keeps changing into different colors. And if you are a lover of Instagram, you always see Mercedes-Benz owners showing off the ambient lighting in their cars. It's one of the best visual features of the cars and really a standout. My nephew said to me that it's got Batman lights, and if you ever watch Batman, they use the lights to find Batman. Whenever Batman sees the sign in the sky, he knows that they're calling him. And this is exactly the same thing that happens with this vehicle. So when you're using your locator lights, you actually activate that and it shows your Mercedes sign on the side. First of all, I used to think, oh, this is just a poser feature for people wanting to be fancy. But if you think about it, if you are in the middle of nowhere or you're in the dark, and because we live in South Africa and you've got load shedding and you can't locate your car, you click on your key, the first thing that you see on both sides, so it's not just the driver's side, passenger side as well, you see the Mercedes-Benz lights and you know, oh, there's my car. My recommendation as a woman, I would definitely recommend this to other women. The reason being is it's fully spec'd for a lady. Number one thing I think we look for, boot size. It's got great boot size. Number two thing, I think, safety. And not just safety where you need to assist the car. The car actually thinks for you and assists you. So they've really managed to put a lot of features that a female driver or somebody who's always thinking about a lot of things and is busy would have in a car. Definitely for a woman. Also the comfort level for a woman and the sizing of everything. We are built sometimes a little bit smaller, yet you do at times want a bigger car. So we don't all want to drive a hatchback. Sometimes you do want to drive a bigger sedan, and that also has been taken into account, but with the size of the driver in mind. So based on the price level, this isn't a car for a beginner driver. It's for somebody who's more experienced, who's lived a bit of their life but is looking for comfort. With that said, if you are going to get this car, you need to be in a slightly higher income bracket. But it is something to aspire to, and it is something that's attainable. Definitely something for that discerning buyer who likes a little bit of sport, a little bit of comfort, a little bit of family, but also wants to save a lot on petrol. I will say one thing. Because the price tag is not cheap, it does make up for that in terms of how much you spend on petrol. Because in my experience, I don't think you spend that much. it has really been good with the tank, and I have a very heavy foot.